Hey, it's the 8K Option Trader. I'm back with a Monday video. It's not my Sunday video. It's the Monday video. I've had internet problems again. Still having a little bit of problem, but I'm going to try to make this work today so we can get the video up for this week at least. So let's get right into it. Got a lot of charts to look at today. So this is the VIX. The VIX last week, and here's what I was going to talk about yesterday if I had it working. The VIX looked to me like it was, this support line was holding well. This is our long-term support line, which I've shown you many times. We'll pop it back out here at the 5-year daily so you can remember what I was talking about. So here it is here. This is a line here. You can see we broke beneath it right in here. And yeah, I know the lines aren't perfectly match up, but it's close enough to make it a good trend. And I started at the base of these two candles here. This, because the three areas hit here, this is a good start point rather than this. I think this makes it a stronger start. You can see we've pierced it a few times and then rallied off of it. And back in here, same thing. We came through, touched it, rallied off of it. Here we got close. So it's a pretty good line. I like it. All right. And here we played with it a lot, held up strong support. Now we're breaking it down, but now we've got some reversal signals coming on this thing as well. So the key is reversal signals in a side move aren't as clear as you can see right here. I mean, this is all sideways. This is all chop. This thing wants to do something. It's doing one of two things. It's consolidating to make a run up, consolidating to make a run down. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're watching. That's why this trend line is key. It's hanging to it like a magnet. So we got to keep an eye on it. You can see this great reversal doji down here, dragonfly doji here. Now we've got a hammer right here. We got two great reversal signals in a row. But the key is it's going sideways, a little bit of a down move, so that could be the signal we need to get a pop to get back up on top of this line. If this line holds and starts to drop, obviously this market is going to rally like crazy. If this line holds and it does come back above it, I think we're going to see a couple little bounces before we take off like we did in the past above this thing. When it leaves this line, it usually has a pretty nice bounce going on it. So I'll show that to you again real quick here on the dailies here. So you can see when it left the line here, look at this. We had a pretty nice all the way up to 2250 from 10. I mean, that's more than 100%. Same thing here. We hit it, had a nice bounce. We went from 16 bucks up to 30, almost double again. And we could see the same thing here. I don't think we'll be up to 90, but I wouldn't be shocked to see us up in the 50s. So anyway, just keep an eye on it. That's what I've been watching and watching. That line's key. If it ends up breaking down, then we're going to be looking for this support here, and things are going to start changing. We're going to have to look at what's going on at that time. All right. So here's the Dow. The Dow's broke through that's uptrend line right here, and this was a steep uptrend line. Pretty steep uptrend line. That's being broken, but it's not being broken downwards. It's being broken sideways. This was real pretty here, the retest at the bottom of the trend line. Usually that's a place I like to go short. This wasn't showing any move down. It just showed a little sell-off there. That's Friday. And then today we've got a nice red hanging man, which is a beautiful reversal signal. But this whole up move is full of hanging mans and dojis and spinning tops. It looks tired. It looks weak. It looks like this thing wants to turn down. Surprised by the weak volume today. Real weak for a Monday. Just down low volume. Overall, very indecisive. And like I've said before, August is usually an indecisive month as far as the market. Will have big up moves and down moves. S&P looks more bearish than any of the other ones to me. This resistance from the highs of November is playing in really strong right here. You can see technically we're sitting right on top of it right now with this red hanging man. We had a couple hanging men in this move. We had a couple other stuff going on here, but we haven't really had the volume. Like I said, I could see this serving as pretty good resistance like this line did, dropping us back down to this trend line. So we're going to watch this. When it does hit this trend line, we're going to have to respect that trend line because this is only going to be the third touch of it. And it's been a pretty potent trend line. So when it does drop and hit it, we're probably going to see another bounce off of that. Okay. My favorite, the NASDAQ, which I've been calling for short on for a while. Really thought this 1945 was the key. Blew through there like it wasn't even there. Came back, retested it 1, 2, 3, almost 4 times. So you can see the line meant something before it took off again. But every candle pretty much, every candle since then has pretty much been a reversal candle. Tombstones, hanging man, it's not so much. Just stuff like that. You know, we got another tombstone, another doji. So things are looking very weak, very tepid in this market. And this is just, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but this thing is just oversold like crazy in my opinion. I mean, if I drew a trend line right there, I mean that's a pretty strong trend break. Okay, this thing just looks like it is oversold, overbought like crazy. Not oversold, overbought. It just looks like this is too high, too fast, needs to go down. You've got a gap to fill. We've got a lot going on. All right, so that's what I'm going to be watching for on that. This is what I wanted to show you guys on Thursday. For those of you who will follow me on Twitter, this is what I was trying to play on Thursday, the Qs. I've been waiting for this line to break. You can see how much support or resistance it offered here, and now it's starting to offer some support. So I think once this breaks, I'm going to short this thing down. All right, that's kind of the play I've been waiting for. This is what I did on Thursday. This is what I was watching Thursday to play. This is what I was going to talk about this weekend. Right here, I was watching this, okay? So here's the 6. This is what I was watching. I said, oh, here we go, here we go. We're going to break it. This is a 60-minute chart. I was waiting for a 60-minute candle to close beneath there. Well, this didn't close beneath it. I thought, well, this is it. Didn't close. Then this one was a rally. Didn't close beneath there. This one didn't even get close to it. So I never did enter the trade. Okay, my trade was going to be I put the alert in once it broke this 39.30. I would close beneath it with a candle, with a 60-minute candle. These broke it but didn't close. I was getting in that trade. Good thing I didn't, because look what happened. It gaps up the next day. All right, and then sells off the rest of the day. Great short opportunity right in here, which I did not catch. I wasn't able to trade much on Friday. Too busy. So today now we've kind of rallied up off of our sell-off this morning. Finished today about a 50% rally off our sell-off on the Qs. I'm still watching this line here. If it hits this again, I'm going to play it either way. If it bounces, then I'm going to play it up. If that line breaks, I am going to short it. So that line seems to be offering a lot of support resistance. So I think it is playable. All right, let's go on to some other charts. This is DTV. I think I got all these off of earnings. These are all earnings plays. Stocks that missed or beat earnings, and what I'm looking at here. So here's DirecTV. Just came out with earnings. Obviously missed. You can tell by the chart. I'm going to watch this trend line. It's very bearish right now. It came down hard, but it came down hard here too, and it came down after this earnings, not so hard. But this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th test of this line. If it bounces up, I'm going to play it to the upside. If it breaks it, I'll probably play it to the downside, depending on how strong it breaks it. All right. BIDZ is bids. Bids broke through it. I was watching this one. I even tweeted about it, saying I thought it would hold. It didn't hold. It broke through. So if it comes back and lands back on this thing, finishes with a nice candle right on top of it, I think it'd be a good call play. If it breaks it, then obviously you can short it or play some puts. Pretty nice, huh? Either way. NGS. Nice wedge going on here, short wedge on the top, long wedge on the bottom. So the bottom wedge is actually probably stronger than the top wedge. It's going to break down here. It looks like it's following this one down. If it breaks this resistance, come back down here and test them back to the upside. It's probably a better play to wait till it hits down here. It's possible to short it here, but you got resistance here. And like I said, the uptrend seems to be a little bit stronger than the downtrend. Pretty decent volume the last 2 days too. So that's another one to watch on there. What do we got here? Nile's just a simple. Yesterday had a real nice bearish engulfing candle, but today it was kind of strong. So this is one I was going to show you yesterday with the bearish engulfing. You see where it wouldn't worked out too well. It actually rallied quite a bit today. But you know, these bearish engulfing, sometimes it doesn't happen the very next day. So you might want to keep an eye on it. It's not one I would play right now, that's for darn sure. Here's another real nice double top on BZH. Broke through this nice wedge here. And you can see the stronger one was the down one. The shorter one was up here. Actually, this is pretty long if we go back to here. But it double topped up to 3.965, $3.96, with a real nice reversal signal right here. So wouldn't be surprised to see this thing drop from right here. That's BZH, and home builders in general are not looking too strong last couple of days. CQB, Chiquita, another one that's finding some pretty strong resistance after strong earnings, gapped up. So we got a gap, we got a hanging man or tombstone doji, not a tombstone, hanging man, just a doji, and then we've got the inverted hammer here, possibly without what's an unshaped bottom. So real nice resistance. Wouldn't be shocked to see this drop and fill that gap. That's CQB. Let's do one more, see if I can fit it in. BRKS is the next one. A nice channel. You can see it's a real strong channel. Got a little harami going on here. We've got a gap to fill here. We've got a channel in play right now. So this, I would not be surprised to see this thing drop here. There you go. There's some charts. There's some thoughts. I still think this market looks weak. I still think it looks like it wants to reverse. It's taken a lot longer than I thought. Yes, but that's my thought. So anyway, I'll be watching for a down move. All right, this will be the AK Option Trader signing off. Trade well and prosper.